wild onion series is a really wonderful onion referred to by the Latin name Allium macropetalum, or San Juan onion, and we're going to take a look. I'm really excited to show you this wild edible treat. So in this specific location on this hillside, there are hundreds of these San Juan onions. So that allows me to feel comfortable digging up a couple of these onions so you can get a better idea of what to look for. Because one of the things you have to do in order to identify a specific species of wild onion is you have to look at the bulb, because that can help distinguish it from other species of wild onion. So I'm really excited to show you this one. Here's the wild onion, the San Juan onion that I was talking about. You can see that it's just past its prime. The flowers are just starting to dry out and it's getting ready to go to the fruit stage. You can still see some of the distinguishing characteristics of this onion. I'm going to go ahead and dig this up so we can take a closer look at the bulb, and I can show you a close-up of the flowers that are just starting to dry out, and also the leaves. So I'm going to use my little digging stick here, or metal rod here. Some of this clay soil is sticking to the bulb. That's one of the things about this specific species of wild onion, is it really likes chalky or clay-like soils. That's one of the ways you can help determine what species of wild onion you're looking at. Wild onions, as a general rule, have a coat over the bulb. Some wild onions have a membrane coating. Others have a more fibrous coating. As you can see, this specific onion is very fibrous. So you have the pink flowers of the San Juan onion. In addition to that, you have a darker rib that runs down the back of each petal. There's a fibrous coating, and when you remove that, you see the delightful bulb. You can see that the leaf structure on this specific specimen is round, and you can get the slightest hint of a concavity running the length of the inside of the leaf. So this fits very much with what you'd expect to find from the San Juan onion. As you probably know, another important characteristic in distinguishing wild onions from species in other genuses, some of which are poisonous, is to see if there's the characteristic onion smell. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this has the characteristic onion smell. I'll grab one of the leaves and just crush it. And yeah, it definitely has an onion smell. So I know with certainty that this is wild onion. I already knew that anyway, just because of the other defining characteristics I pointed out about this. But it's always important to double check and make sure. You want to look at all the various characteristics of a specific plant to make sure you've identified it correctly. You do not want to make mistakes with this. At certain stages of growth, wild onion looks very much like death camas or other plants. You want to make sure of what you're eating. Don't make mistakes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this onion. That's really great. It doesn't have an overpowering onion taste. There are some species of wild onion in the Rockies that are very, very strong. And later on in the series, I'll share with you another species that has a very, very strong onion flavor. This one, I would put it at about an average onion flavor, but it is really good. Slightly sweet. You can also eat the onion leaves. Yeah, that's really great too. Those onion leaves are delicious. These wild onions can be great just eaten raw. They can be roasted over a fire. You can use them in soups or stews. There's a number of ways you can use these. You could dry them out and preserve them for later use. This is a wonderful plant to know about. So get out there, enjoy nature, and participate in it by trying some of these delicious edibles. Again, I want to remind you, never forget harvesting ethic. Please be very careful with plant colonies. They need to have a substantial number of plants in order to continue to thrive. And in addition to that, Never forget to make sure of your identification so you're not regretting it. If you like this video, stay tuned. I'm doing a series on wild onions in the Rockies, and there will be many more species coming right at you.